Hello and welcome to the weekly pickups where today I basically got my beard trimmed. I'm filming this obviously the day before, and what I've been doing recently, I've been enjoying, saving everything to show off in one big video instead of having to do it in multiple parts. But I have another decently sized stack here, so I'm going to take the thumbnail so that way I don't forget to do it until the very end. So yeah, as always, I'm going to go in order of when I got them. So we have some CEX pickups, one Amazon pickup, as well as I finally got the thing that I ordered last week that did not arrive from CEX. So yeah, so basically last week's pickups went live. I was in town to help my nanny out as I normally do on Fridays, and I still had a €3 voucher, so I was only €1 out of pocket for this. So I picked up season 8 of Will and Grace. So yeah, I talked about how I grew up on this. I never watched every episode, but it is a show that I love, and I still need to watch the revival. I've seen bits and pieces of it, um, but yeah, I've added another season into the collection. So then the Monday or Tuesday, because it was the Easter bank holiday weekend last week. So I finally got my package in. My post, they must have changed which postman is doing what route, because normally I get post about 7:30 in the morning, but now it seems to be either 11:30 or 1:30. But I got this. The disc unfortunately is loose, but I've held off on it opening it because I wanted to do so on camera. So this is a film that I stayed in college and completely forgot all about until I stumbled across a clip of it on TikTok. In case you don't know, I did go to film school for a year, and one of the films that we were shown was East is East. So yeah, it's just a film that I remember being shown. Um, wow, that's in. Let me try and wipe a bit of the dust off this disc. See if that helped. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still a little bit scratched. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it does show. Uh, but I'm sure it'll still play. I'm just slightly annoyed that it was loose like that. Um, but yeah, it's a film that I remember watching once in college and then, really enjoying it. So I know there is a Blu-ray version of this out there, but CEX didn't have the Blu-ray, and this was cheaper than the Blu-ray anyway. This was like 150, €1.50. I can't remember how much the Blu-ray was. I think it was like six something. So just for the moment, this will do. So then we jump to Wednesday when I met up with a friend, and I got three things: two charity shop pickups and one and two charity shop pickups and two CEX pickups. So we will start with St. Vincent de Paul. So there are four different St. Vincent de Paul charity shops where I live. The one I don't go to all that often. I only really go to when my friend is down because he knows one of the guys that works there. The main reason why I don't go there all that often is because they don't have anything. Um, if they do, it's very rare that I'll actually pick anything up from that. And I actually found something to actually pick up. It's something that I remember growing up on, an early CBBC content, and that is the story of Tracy Beaker. So I grew up with the show, not the books, but I definitely enjoyed nearly all the versions of Tracy Beaker that they have done, because it is a show that CBBC tends to come back to quite a bit throughout different stages of Tracy Beaker's life. So this has episodes 1, 2, and 3 of one season, I think, series 2, and then the last two episodes as well. So it's either the last two episodes of series two and the first three episodes of series three. I'm not too sure, but hey, it's a show that I liked, and this and the Sarah Jane Adventures were two shows that I would watch periodically on the CBBC growing up. Mainly Tracy Beaker for a while, and then of course when I discovered um, the Sarah Jane Adventures, I ended up watching that as well. So then in the NCBI charity shop, which is a charity shop that I very rarely go into because they just don't have anything. But I do have, history with this charity shop. It's when I started collecting video games, I was given a like 3 or 4 games for free when the shop first opened. And then it's also where I found my complete TOS Star Trek in the DVD files format, where it's 3 episodes per disc. And it was with the original effects that I got for €20. So I actually managed to find something, and that is the original Halloween film, which I have not seen. Yeah, I've never seen the original Halloween film. I'm familiar with it, but I've just never seen it, and it wasn't until like 2022, yeah, Halloween in 2022, that I watched the first A Nightmare on Elm Street film. So yeah, it was €2, so I added it into the collection. So now we get on to CEX, where I picked up on DVD a Scooby Doo film that I remember growing up on quite a bit, and that is Scooby Doo and the Zombie Island. Great film. I haven't seen it in quite some time, so I definitely need to rewatch this at some point. Uh, who knows? Maybe one month I might decide to go on a massive Scooby Doo kick and rewatch a bunch of the films that I grew up on um, as a kid. Unfortunately, no disc art. It's one of these types of situations which I really don't like, because the top layer gets scratched quite a bit. I prefer when they actually have disc art on it. So the Blu-ray that I got was Underworld Awakening from 2012. I own the first 3 Underworld films. I vaguely remember seeing the first 3 Underworld films, kind of. But I never watched this one, and I never watched the most recent one that came out. So for a fiver, I thought I may as well add it into the collection. And apparently, it's a 3D Blu-ray as well, which I was unfamiliar with. So yeah, it will make its way into the collection. I'm just taking off these stickers, and then I'll put the disc actually in the yoke. Okay, so now we get on to today, where I have obviously an Amazon pickup as well as another CEX pickup. I went in, didn't really expect to find much, but then I found season 1 of Will and Grace for €2, and I had to have it. So yeah, now that I have season 1, once I get all the seasons, I forget how long the original show ran for. And then I might start to rewatch it. But yeah, I've talked enough about my thoughts on Will and Grace for the past two weeks, so we'll just move on to the Amazon package. Now, this has been something that I've been putting off buying for quite some time. And to be honest, I got it for a very cheap price, because normally the other seasons, or even just the seasons 1 to 5 plus movie plus the spin-off or the sequel series, is like massively expensive on the secondary market. So I'm glad that I got season 1 for such a decent enough price, and that is season 1 of Steven Universe. So I started getting into Steven Universe last year through TikTok, and because of that, I then of course went and I'd watch a bunch of the episodes that were shown on TikTok, and then I went and watched the Steven Universe movie, and then I watched Steven Universe Future, and the main thing that has stopped me from given season one, starting with season one and watching all 5 seasons of the original Steven Universe show, the fact that season one is 52 episodes long. So yeah, that's kind of like the main reason why I'm not. I haven't started watching Steven Universe in full. So like, we have this one here, which has episodes 1 to 26 plus the original pilot, and then we have the second disc, which has episodes 27 to 52 plus extras. Um, so yeah, it's a show that I like. That I just need to um, start watching OG Steven Universe to then say that I have watched it in full. So that is going to wrap up this week. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed as I'm trying to get this back into the slip, which is going pretty badly. There we go. I managed to get it back into the slip. So yeah, that is all that I have for this week. Things will probably get slightly less for as the weeks go on. Just because I'm just, not finding much, and I won't be ordering from Amazon for quite a while. So we'll see how things go. So it might just be some weeks where I might just get 1, 2, or 3 things. But on Wednesday is when the big, massive Gears of War video will be dropping. It will be 3 hours and 9 minutes. And then, of course, Thursdays I'll be reviewing Star Trek Discovery. And then Saturdays will be the weekly pickups. And then after that, I'll be kind of taking somewhat of a hiatus, but I'll still be continuing on with the Thursday Star Trek Discovery reviews, as well as the Saturday pickups videos. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I shall see you on Wednesday for the big behemoth Gears of War review. And yeah, let me know what you thought of what I got this week. So I shall see you all on Wednesday.